This is the Audi S3 Sportsback. With the silver frame front grille, silver wing mirrors, and a quad exhaust system, it makes it stand out from the standard A3. The S3 has also had an engine upgrade from the old Mark 6 GTI and Audi TT RS to the current Mark 7 Golf R. This has increased its horsepower by 35 HP and has also increased its 0 to 60 by 1 second. So I'm picking up Harry here. It should be interesting to see what he thinks of the car.
You alright? Oh, it's got leather.
Alright, let's see. Everything's very bland, and as soon as you turn the engine on,
it just looks like it needs a screen here. And then
oh my god, it's exciting.
Wow, look
again.
what happened. I feel like that's a bit of a gimmick.
It's a fantastic gimmick.
It's cool.
It makes the whole of the
cool,
inside
but
of the
is
car.
it necessary? No. So what do you like about this car?
I really like the dials. So all of the numbers and the dial gauge is backlit. And it has a fantastic like grey colour behind it, and the white really stands out from the grey, I think. And with the S3 there in the dial gauge, it just reminds you that you've got that power if you need it. So we're about to take the car down a slip road here. It should be quite interesting. That felt quick.
That's quick. This Audi S3 has a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine producing 296 brake horsepower and 350 newton meters of torque, and it puts all of that to the ground through a quattro 4-wheel drive system, which helps it achieve quite an impressive figure of 4.8 seconds 0 to 60. Whoa. This car does sound really good.
Yeah, no, it really does.
On the downshift, it like cracks and... I just like when it shifts.
I like it when it's revving up, and I'm not a fan of the shift.
I like when it shifts.
I like when it shifts down. The little like... I like that. But when you go... it's not
like
enough.
That.
It's not like I've changed gear enough in it, really.
I like that. Especially for a 2-litre turbo, sounds good.
Yeah.
You expect it to be kind of, you know, just boring.
You're like, oh, turbocharge, oh god, that's just going to ruin the sound quality. It doesn't.
No.
It sounds quite nice.
And you get a little bit of a dump noise as well.
Yeah.
Oh, but look at this. Look, I discovered this while you were driving. Drug pocket.
Oh my, that is cool.
It's a really deep drug pocket.
Yeah. How far does it go? Tell you one thing though. The thing is, the paddles behind the steering wheel are fantastic. They're really big, so they're kind of like, they're not as big as a Ferrari's ones where they, you know, reach the top of the steering wheel, which is very unneeded. But they're big enough that you can see them and you know that they're there, so you know it's a sports car, which is fantastic. And like, they're perfectly within reach for me as well. And then when you just press that downshift gear, I just love it.
So what, they're easy to use, really?
Easy to use, easy to reach, and I think they look quite good. I mean, they're aesthetically pleasing.
What about the steering wheel?
Oh, I don't like the steering wheel. I mean, it's leather, which is fantastic.
Leather.
But it's really slippy. Like most other cars, when they have leather-lined steering wheels, they're a lot more grippy. I mean, you're struggling with this a little bit. I mean, it's fine, but it's not great. And then another thing is the buttons. If you have a look, they're very tightly spaced, so it's very difficult to determine which button you're pressing when you're looking at the road, which is a little bit annoying. I mean, they could have spaced them out a bit further. I do like these rolly things though, so to turn up the volume, you roll up here, which is brilliant, and then like to select what you got up here, you scroll here. I mean, that's very easy, but it's all the other ones around it.
It looks like there's just too many on there.
You know what, if I was to choose a car to sleep in,
Mate, this is really comfy.
I'd sleep in this.
I'll tell you what, it's nice passenger ride.
That's my point. So
it is really nice passenger ride.
So it's quiet when you want it to be. But then, you know, you've got a nice Golf R on your right hand side, or an AMG. You go back into sport, brings up the revs, or you can go into manual if you want to be a bit cheeky, go to first gear, and then push down. It's no longer a family car, it's suddenly a big beastly animal.
That is something I do think it's quite good. This seems like a really good, like, it sounds ridiculous, but like a dad car.
Like a car
It is
that
a
you
dad
can.
car.
It's a car that you can.
Kids, you want to have some
Yeah.
fun while filling everything in the boot?
Yeah, you can take all your stuff because it's got a big enough boot. You can drop the kids off at school, and you can just go have a play on the weekends because it is quick.
It is quick.
It is a really quick
And you
car.
can take it on the track. Since the car was bought, it's done 28.6 miles per gallon. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. Do you want to know how many miles per gallon you've got so far? 16.8.
Well, yeah, but
That's awful. And we've done 2.1 miles.
I like the driving modes.
Yeah, they're good. You've got more than in other cars. I mean, you have 4 different modes here, and then you've got individual as well on top of that. But I mean, there's no like sport mode. It's dynamic, and then they got comfort and efficiency. Isn't generally comfort and efficiency?
Yeah, I assume it'd be the same. And then they got auto, and auto I think just changes depending on how you're driving.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
think it
seems
works
to
out how
be.
much you're pressing the pedal.
Yeah, and then
Pretty
it goes,
much.
okay, cool. I'd just use comfort or individual, really.
Dynamic all the time with sports. I don't drive quickly, so I won't do that.
No, of course not. No.
What does this one do?
I don't know. Oh,
Yes, I would, but on top of that, I would say that take very great precautions against mosquitoes, not just because of Zika.
The steering's quite light though. It's great for when you're driving on the roads, but if you're going to take it on a track, be a bit flimsy.
A bit vague.
Yeah, like you want to take a left and it's a bit slow to react.
Can you not change that with the...
Well, if you go into dynamic, no, it's heavier, but it's not as
Still
heavy
quite light.
as other cars. Yeah. So like when you're going around corners and stuff and on a racetrack, you're really trying to hold it. It won't have the response like other cars do.
But then again, how often do you take a car to a racetrack?
I wanted to show you guys how spacious it is in the rear seats, but unfortunately Harry's taken it because he's got bored and started playing a game. So I'm just gonna show you with him in it. Hey Harry, we just want to show how spacious the back is. Are you comfy?
Yes,
Okay.
was.
Good. Okay. So there you go. Have you got lots of leg room?
Yes.
Although you're quite a small guy, so do you reckon someone who's about 6 foot would fit in?
I don't know, let's find out. Get in the car.
I'm not 6 foot.
Close enough.
I was enjoying that.
I know you were.
Right. How much space is there?
Still a lot, actually.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of room.
I don't like this.
I actually really like it. It works so well, and like it's so easy to pick up and use. I mean, you just swivel the little dial here to pick what you want, or to zoom in and out of maps, and then you've got very simple buttons here to get some nav, telephone, radio, and media. I mean, it's very simple.
I just think it's a bit fiddly. Like, I don't see what's wrong with just having either a touchscreen or just, normal buttons. This is
It looks
just
cool.
It's so easy to get what you want to do wrong, and then you've got to press the little back arrow and...
No, you don't. It's really simple. And the thing is that one thing I hate in cars is touchscreens, where you have to reach out while you're driving and press them and take your eyes off the road to do it. I mean, well, at least like here, you're kind of half looking at the road so you know what's going on and you can twist it and you don't take your mind too much off the road.
I give you that, it is easier to see it.
It's more
I
intuitive.
just...
I'm going to have to say, from the driver's perspective, this is a brilliant car. It drives well, and I love the sports setting. It really firms up the suspension. I've never come across a car where when you flick to the sports, it just firms it up so much. I mean, the ride quality is fantastic. The only thing I don't like is the steering. It's just a bit light, and
It feels a bit vague.
yeah, a bit vague would be the way I put it. Yeah. How about you, Harry? How about from the passenger side?
It's a really comfortable car. It's got full leather interior, which is really nice. The seats are comfortable. The suspension is really compliant, especially in the comfort mode, which we had it on earlier, and dynamic. It stiffens up a bit, but it's still a nice comfy car. I think it's a great car. What is it? 32,000?
32,000.
Roughly?
32,500.
Yeah.
31,000 if you're going to get the manual.
Yeah. Stupidly fast, comfortable, reliable, great build quality.
Only
Great
issue is
car.
the steering then. So there you go.
Yeah. If you like light steering or you're doing a lot of city driving, get one.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed this review.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, anything like that. And we will be doing a comparison between the Audi and the Golf R later this week, and we'll be releasing that at some point.
So stay
Stay tuned for that.
yeah, thanks.
Cheers.